What is poppin', everybody? Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are great. I'm gonna give you my divided attention because I'm motherfucking driving and I am busy today. And it's funny because my last video was busyness is the same as laziness. So I'm grateful that I have a lot of business today. I'm trying my best not to be lazy. It is Virgo season, trying to put my effort towards what really matters. And it's a lot of chart readings today. And I got a small gap, so I'm driving to the gym to get it in, get some health and wealth and fitness. Because if you don't have health, you don't have wealth, and you might be in debt to your motherfucking self. So be careful. But I want to just walk you guys through the 12 houses of the chart. We've already talked about them on TikTok. I got banned from posting for a little bit, so I'm gonna make a YouTube video. It's a little overdue anyway. I need to be more consistent. But you guys should generally know about the 12 houses already. You either saw my video on YouTube or TikTok. You understand that the 12 houses are perspectives of the sky from Earth, and they also correlate to themes of your life and energy in general. This lighting is crazy. So you can pick anything in the universe, any person, place, or thing, draw a chart. All you need is time and space, right? And therefore you will have 12 houses, okay? So I want to kind of give you guys examples to stretch your mind and let you see how the 12 houses play out everywhere, okay? Because if you don't know your houses, you don't know shit, unfortunately. Like, you know, your astrology won't make total sense. And if you don't know the houses, you don't know your birth time, you can rectify that. Hit me up. But let's just use like a library, for example, because I really like this one. I was talking to a friend the other day, and this just really hit. Isn't it crazy how people like leave old furniture outside and you just pick it up because they got new furniture? Somebody across the street has these beautiful ass armchairs, man. Crazy stuff. One man's trash, you feel me? But let's talk about a library, okay? The place you go get books if you still read. SimplifiedAstrology.com. I got a beautiful book for you. So let's think about the first house of the library. You know, your first house correlates to your personality and your personal interests and who you see yourself as and how you're seen in general. So let's use the name. That would be like the X County Library, the Washington County Library, the Jefferson County. Any president's name, there's a county. The Harrison County Library, you feel me? That's the first house of this library, okay? That's the identity, the name, the personality. The second house correlates to your needs, your values, and your possessions, right? So what does a library own? What does the Harrison County Library own? A shit ton of books, right? That's the second house. They also get tax dollars. They get revenue. They charge late fees. All the money that they accumulate, second house, okay? Their third house. You know, the third house represents the immediate environment and how we communicate within it. So the third house is going to be the neighborhood that it's in. It's going to be the block, the address. It's going to be all the people that go to there, all the people that got memberships or library cards, right? That's the third house. The people who associate the familiar faces and places to the library. The place is the place, because it is a place, but then the faces would be all the people with the cards. So the fourth house of the library, what is that? You know, the fourth house is directly underneath you right now. It's unseen, it's very private, and it represents the foundation that you set your life upon. So family is a thing. So who's the library family? All the employees, management. The office is going to be the fourth house. The cash office, the administration office, you know, behind the counter of the library. That's the fourth house, the home, where they find comfort within it. Maybe the break room of the library if they got one. You get me? And the employees. So the fifth house is going to be creativity, fun, or enjoyment, or social connections. It's sextile to the seventh, how you do your relationships, right? So what does the library create? Do they have a newsletter? They probably do. Libraries do that. They're probably on the internet now. They probably make social media posts. That's their fifth house. Their Facebook updates, their website, everything they create. Some libraries also organize events, and they might do classes. They might teach you how to knit or weave a basket or do your astrology or do some yoga. So those are the fifth house. That's their creativity, what they're doing socially, how they're enjoying themselves or creating something. The sixth house represents your routine schedule, how you work, and your physical health, right? So what is the sixth house of a library? The operating hours, what they do every day, Dewey Decimal System, checking out books, scanning shit, putting books back, organizing, making posts on social media. Again, the process of doing the social media and using the fifth house is the sixth house. You know, and you can correlate that to health as well. You know, the be more financial health, I would say, as far as like, does the thing get enough business and tax dollars and late fees, and can it sustain? Most libraries are public, so hell yeah, you know. Government doesn't usually like to cut those. So the 7th house is going to be relationships, how the library relates to other people, places, and things, okay? So, you know, again, the people with the cards, it's going to be your membership to the library, how they update you, how they relate to you, how they relate to other branches of the library, because a lot of libraries are set up in a branch system where there might be like a couple that are connected through the same brand or something like that. So it's also going to be what they intend to do and how they relate to people. It's like most libraries operate kind of the same in the sense that they just want to give people books and information, you know. That's what they want to do. They're going to relate to people in a very teaching way, in a very informative way. So the 8th house is going to be shared resources. It's the 2nd house of the 7th house, right? So what does the library share with people? Late fees. You get me? They share books, you know? So whenever you have, renting a library book is so 8th house, y'all, because it's not your book. You get me? It's the library's book. So by you checking it out, that's an 8th house resource. The book. They're loaning it to you. All right? And once you don't return that shit on time, you got to pay a late fee. So then they start getting gains through your negligence, right? So late fees are 8th house of the library. The tax dollars are the 8th house of the library, because think about the library's relationship to the government is going to give them tax dollars, right? You're paying for it. So hell yeah. And thank you for doing that, because books are great and we need to learn shit, because history repeats itself until you get the message. It's like sometimes you just got to remember the shit that you already know. The 9th house is going to be publication, understanding, principles, philosophies. So what is that for the library? Their code of conduct, their rules. Probably right next to the operating hours, they have some rules. And nowadays, you can't get into many fucking buildings without wearing a mask. So that's probably posted right on the fucking door saying, to get into the thing, you need to wear a mask because this is a government building, blah, 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 blah. You know, and they say, be fucking quiet. It's a library, don't shout, you know? So that's their principles, that's their organization, that's how they share and how they think. And the 3rd house is I think. So the 9th house is we think. What do we think? We think we need to be quiet in a library. We think that we need to check our books out on time and return them on time and things of that nature. And also, what are they trying to share with people? Information and principles, you know? And you would also see that reflected in what kind of books does the library keep, you know? What kind of philosophies do they contain within the books, right? What's their intention? Because there's some libraries that are, man, I digress, but lately as I've been driving, I see so many fucking people that just drive in one lane with their turn signal and not making a fucking turn stop, bruh. God damn. Ooh, my Mercury don't like that. So the 9th house is the principles. You know, there's different libraries, different buildings that have different books. So what are we trying to teach is the 9th house. What are we leaving behind? What is the conscious understanding that we're trying to convey? The 10th house is going to be your public persona, how you're seen in the public, your goals, your ambitions, and your career, your status. Same way you update your relationship status. It's what you are perceived as, or your state, okay? So the website of the library, very 10th house, how you're seeing it. When you go outside the building and look at it, that is also 10th house. You know, what does the library appear to be? Ooh, I just ran over like a tire or something. Hell yeah, very nice. So yeah, the status, what it's known for, what it's recognized as, what the library wants to do. Are they expanding? Are they growing? Do they have goals? Are they building? Yeah, if they do, that's 10th house. Do they want another branch? Abso-fucking-lutely. Or maybe they don't. Maybe they just want to do more renovation and expansion within, or add more clubs, add more 5th house, add more creativity, you know? So also I know I said the 5th house would convey what you post on social media, but how it's seen is 10th house. The fucking picture that they put as their profile picture as well, you know? Open and close also kind of refers to 10th house status. And you know, that operates within the hours, 6th house. So the chart goes on loop-de-loops all the time, y'all. You need to understand this. The 11th house is going to deal with your associations and goals and wishes and dreams and friends and things of that nature. So again, it bleeds into the 7th house, you know? What branches of the library are we associating with, you know? What clubs does the library have? How do we organize things within it? And what's the wish? Like, what do we want to do with the library? So it's like, you'd have to really talk to the employees or the owner and see their philosophy or principle, or like why the hell do they want the library in general, or what's the purpose, you know? Teamwork makes the dream work. Your own creativity is in the 5th, so you start connecting that to others externally in the 11th. So then the 12th house is going to represent the connection to the environment outside and within. It's the last house, and it's water, so you know this deals with connection. So how does the library connect with the environment? How does it influence the world around it? By giving them books, by giving them social things to do, by letting them educate themselves, and giving people a safe place to relax sometimes and just read a book, you know? That's the 12th house. It adds peace and comfort and information to the world, and that's pretty beautiful. That's pretty beautiful, if I do say so myself. So I want to say maybe I can just like literally pick something as I'm driving and then give you like a couple houses from it to make it make more sense. But you know, the 12th house is also going to be influence, but also sacrifice, and that house extends beyond the realm of personal experience. It connects to others externally, right? So yeah, how does it influence the world? Whatever book you pick up from the library is going to change you, and it's going to change everybody, because you're going to change, right? And you're going to vibrate in a different frequency, and then it's going to change the frequencies around you. So yeah, that's important to keep in mind. And that's pretty good. We're at 11 minutes. I'm going to let y'all just think about that. You pick something, and then you do all the 12 houses for it, and you see what it is. And if you don't know about the 12 houses, you want to go a little bit deeper, hit me up, simplifiedastrology.com, link in the bio, or cop some shirts. I want to let you guys know, I do have a deal going on. If you buy my paperback book before Friday this week, I'm going to give you the ebook and audiobook for free. So make sure you go to simplifiedastrology.com, go to book, hit complete package. It's already discounted. What that means is I will literally read you the book before it goes to your door, and you'll have the ebook to look at as well. So keep that in mind. And you have only a few days to get it. So if you don't have the book yet, don't snooze, man. It's as cheap as it's gonna get. So I appreciate you tuning in. I'm gonna be making more YouTube videos because TikTok likes to ban my videos and remove my shit because people are sensitive as fuck. And I got a lot of 12th house haters. I'm gonna tell you that. I tell you that because I speak my motherfucking truth, and I don't give a fuck about if it hurts you or upsets you. Because I'm real as fuck, okay? I love every one of you. And if my love hurts you, it's because you need to heal, okay? And that may sound negligent. I'm very aware of my energy, okay? I'm very fucking aware of it. I love y'all. You have a beautiful day. It's Wednesday. Mercury Day. Let's get it. Have a good one.